Hello everyone and welcome to another Chill Sunday Staxel stream. I hope everybody's been having a good day and a good week. I'm excited to spend some time, talk some politics today. I'm just gonna give people some time to make their way in. Cray, welcome. You are indeed first. How are you doing today? Also gonna throw this up on Twitter. Greetings, M. How are you this lovely Sunday? The weather's spectacular where you are, Cray. That's awesome to hear. Glad to hear it, Cray. Okay. This music is so chill. I look forward to it every Sunday. Give it another maybe 3 minutes. Seems reasonable. Welcome, Jalix. How are you doing today? A distant high five emoji. It looks like a distance high five. Yes, thank you, Staxel, for letting me know that the controller is available. Glad to hear you're doing well, Jalix. So today, want to spend some time in the game trying to befriend some of the people that I've mostly been ignoring or not been able to get friendship points with. FarmFan has wanted me to collect Bobbleheads now for several weeks, so I was thinking about trying to figure out how to collect those. I also wanted to spend some time detailing the base ship, and I want to talk about trickle-down economics and specifically Biden rejecting it and why that's kind of significant. So I'm gonna give people another 30 seconds to make their way into the stream. Yeah, Biden actually rejected trickle-down economics. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna be real with you. He's been throwing some curveballs. He's been throwing out some ideas that I really didn't expect him to throw out, and it's been surprising. Like, I'm not saying he's the bastion of left thinking. Please forgive me if I fall asleep during this. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, it's worth talking about, right? So we'll spend some time on that. So I think we can make our way in and people will slowly trickle in. I mean, that makes sense, Cray. Okay, if it happens, it happens. It's also such a chill Sunday stream, so, like, it's a good way to, maneuver around. And yeah, like David just said, also welcome, David. It is kind of a big deal, and I'm really excited that it's a shift in policy that's happening right now. But we'll get to that a little later when everybody's here. People will trickle in, but never trickle down. True. Very true. Wow, so many presents. He may be more motivated by fear of the Republic ending than anything. Yeah, maybe. We'll definitely talk about some of the ideas behind it. Welcome, Duke. How are you on this lovely Sunday? Okay. So, who is it that we need to start making friends with? Maybe we should start there. Friends with everyone. I mean, that's the ideal, right? But I just don't know who I'm not friends with in this game. Not that I would, though, promise. Okay, I need to get my friendship with Eris up a little bit. Rosemary is at max friendship. You know, honestly, if I get my friendship to maximum with Oscar, I could probably destroy his house. Let's see, Tomty's at max, Maximilian's at max. Cecile needs more friendship. Vorlin, definitely. I mean, I can still keep the dungeon cray. Gotta eventually integrate former cops into the community. I mean, as long as they reform. Sure. Read in the $19 Fortnite card voice. That's funny. It is wonderful to be able to have a museum. What is Vorlin like as gifts? Because I have, like, no friendship with Vorlin. And I also have very low friendship with... Is it Rowan, who's in the tavern? Yeah. I'm also surprised I haven't gotten anything to make, any new houses for people to move in. Because there's a couple of people who haven't moved in yet. Vorlin loves paintings and likes fossils. Really? Well, we happen to have a whole bunch of extra fossils. This game is basically a commune simulator. True. Vorlin, where are you? I'm gonna give you some fossils. Are you offering to gift me that? Yes. Oh, there we go. Friendship went up. Of late, I have found myself wondering if we could somehow further expand the museum. What do I need to what are you doing here? A museum could be based so long as the artifacts aren't stolen from during Imperial conquest. True. Let's see. Wait, what does it mean it's missing 5 fossils? I have plenty of fossils in there. Unless I have to have them more on display. Does that... Yeah, that counts now. Okay. They have to be out. Which is probably why so many people like this game. The Staxel community is so integral to human nature and the human condition. And commune equals community. True. a sore lower body. I could throw another fossil somewhere. Would this count? Yep. Okay, let me go talk to Vorlin. What's cool is these types of games provide community feel in the game while also creating community around the game. Yeah, that's a great point, The idea that, like, when you have a community-based game or something like this that's kind of chill and relaxing, you can kind of create community around it with streams and with just gaming in general. I speak of a certain painting with no little sentimental value. There have been rumors that a passing murmur, you know, the fellows at the stalls has it in their possession. Could you talk to each of them and see if you could locate it? Yeah, sure. I am offering to gift you that. A rare painting? I'm afraid I have no idea. Okay. I might have heard about something like that, a fantastic painting of a rainbow butterfly. But it's not something you'll find amongst my wares. You're gonna have to be a bit more specific. I've never seen anything along those lines. Wait, how did I get a letter pop in? My fossil display is kinda sad. That's true. It really is. Strange photograph. So those are the terms. I know what it is they seek. I suppose they leave me no choice. Come back in a few days and perhaps we'll be able to marvel at the new treasure. I've done as they requested. Now we just need to wait for them to uphold their end of the deal. That's not ominous. What exactly did I just do? It has come to our attention that you've been making certain inquiries about a rather rare product. You're barking up the wrong tree. Who in their right mind would travel to such a small island with a priceless artifact? It may be of interest to you, however, that we can put your client in touch with one of ours, a rather wealthy individual who may or may not have recently purchased the artifact in question from one of our traveling merchants. Compensation will be naturally required. Please deliver the attached photograph to your client. He'll know what to do. Carl barks. Help me. Teach me your wisdom. Well, we got our friendship with Borland up a little bit. So that's good. Ominous rich people indeed. So how do we get our friendship with Rowan up a little bit? M says, trying to figure out how to properly sew on a button. Then I have to sew a buttonhole. Okay, well, enjoy your button making. Or your sewing with it. I hope that ends up working out well for you. Let's see, where did Portland go? Hello, my name is Joe. I have a wife and a dog and a family. I work in a button factory. What is that a reference to, Duke? Also, Jalix, are you able to find out what Rowan likes? My tea water's almost ready, which is pretty awesome. I have never heard of that song. Joe needs to join the Button Workers Union. True. International Fellowship of Button Makers and Menders. Rowan likes potatoes. Wrong store for potatoes. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of potatoes. Can you imagine though, somebody walking up and just giving you a bunch of potatoes? I'd be pretty, like, excited about that. Duke says, I too like potatoes. That takes longer. Take my potatoes. Is it bad that I imagine that Rowan speaks with Riker's voice from Next Generation? The way he looks? Like, I feel like Jonathan Frakes would voice him. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one, David. Do all bearded men look the same to you? Look, I don't know what you're talking about. But I can tell you this much. Gandalf and Riker don't look alike. Two different beards. Mother taught Sarah everything she knows. That's right, you live here now. I asked you to move in. I don't know, when Cisco gets his facial hair, I'm able to tell the difference between him and Riker. I think I'm pretty adept at figuring out bearded people. Hello, Victoria's Secret. Welcome. Petition to have Jonathan Frakes play Gandalf. That would be pretty awesome, actually. I think he would do a good job. Base Cat and Carl Barks. Got Blabber. Yo, Wings is hungry because Wings keeps breaking out of Wings' fence. Okay. And now I need to feed the chickens. We don't want hungry chickens. And there we go. Where are those potatoes at? We gotta give Rowan some more potatoes. Be my potato friend. There we go. Could we have a chat? Yes. I was just thinking about you, not in a bad way though, mind. See, I've been thinking that maybe I could consider teaching you my secret sap recipe. Whoa, that's a lot. I gave you potatoes and you're gonna teach me to make sap. But only if you can do something for me in return. I gave you potatoes. Not in a bad way, yeah. I don't know if that was supposed to mean. See, I'm having trouble, making the stuff myself at the moment. Years ago, we had apiaries all over the island, and I had a nice, steady supply of honey. Eventually, they disappeared, and no one bothered to take over the work, but my stockpile held out. Now it's starting to run low, and I'm not sure how much more sap I can make. I'm a bit too old to take up beekeeping again at this point. I'd hate to import the low-quality stuff from other islands, too. Bring me some of your own honey, 2 wild berries, and 3 raw wood, and we'll talk more. Toods, welcome. How are you doing this Sunday? We need honey, wood, and wild berries. Well, there's 1 wild berry. Oh, I have 2 wild berries. There we go. You know what I need to do? I need to put some stuff on the ship. Hold up, let's fly. 'Cause I need to do a thing. Antique window can move over. I want to move all this stuff over for a second. And now I want to break this. No, I don't want to put the hammer there. I want to break it. There we go. Cool. Now I want to put one of these on the ship for now. You just got back from a walk, Tudes? That's pretty cool. How was your walk? I actually went for a walk this morning. Very, very needed. Put all this stuff that I'm using to build and work on the ship here, so it's easily accessible, and clear up some inventory space. Okay, that should be a little bit better. It rained half the time, and the walk was wet. Looks like I'm flying. Like I'm flapping my arms. Where is my smoker? It has been a while since I even did the whole honey thing. There it is. And then I need empty jars for the honey. I think? Or does the game just... Okay, yeah, I need empty jars. Okay. I got honey. I got the wild berries, and then he wanted raw wood, was it? 3 raw wood. Which honestly, probably just easier to harvest. Oh, I have raw wood on me. So, Rowan. Rowan. Yep. Secret ingredient for making sap. And a mug of sap recipe. I'm not going to teach you how to make the secret ingredients. You'll have to come to me whenever you want to buy that. Ah, there's the capitalism right there. If you want the secret ingredient, you know, you gotta come to me. Vorlin, what are you doing here? I bet the secret ingredient is made of potatoes. Let's see. That worked. And I have the recipe. Let's learn the recipe. Mug o' sap. 2 wild berries, 1 full pot of honey, and a secret ingredient. Oh, there we go. Oh, Cecile just went up in friendship. It's a disaster. I was experimenting with my microwave when something terrible happened. Did you put metal in the microwave? Because you shouldn't do that. I won't go into details on the experiment itself. Suffice to say, it would have changed the world had it succeeded. But it didn't. It exploded instead. And now Leaf is off cowering in a corner. I don't blame Leaf. I want to make him a gift as an apology. Do you think I could trouble you to make some machine parts? 1 machine screen, 2 machine cells, and a machine sapper. Okay. Greetings, Zero. How are you doing this Sunday? So M says, button added to newest project, now to make a sew buttonhole. I know it's just a button, but I'm feeling excited about it. You should be excited about it. That's awesome. You're making things happen. Pretty blah? Why blah? Okay, that's just kind of sad. Like, half my leaves didn't even get soaked into the water. That's why that's a little underdone. Or understeeped. That's gonna need a few more minutes then. Okay. I'm having a green tea instead of my usual Earl Grey, so I just steep it at a lower temperature. Trying to finish the work I was supposed to do this week, but didn't because I was with my mom. So you're just playing catch-up, basically? No, with the green tea, Jalix, you want it at a lower temperature. That's really the big issue with green tea. Where's Borland at? There you are. Yeah, different, the black teas you want at, like, a much higher temperature. Green teas you want at a lower temperature. I know it in Fahrenheit, so I don't know if that's going to be really helpful to you. And it also varies on the variety of green tea, or white tea, or black tea. Oh yeah, there is an info sheet on the Discord. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding us, Em. I mean, I generally just approximate it, because I've gotten used to it from drinking tea for so long. But some people do actually use a thermometer. Yeah, generally, I think it's around 180-ish Fahrenheit for green tea is typically where you'd want to go. I don't know that in Celsius off the top of my head. What is Eris like? Could you check that for me, Jalix? If you don't mind. Yeah, Eris. I want to know what she likes. Also, I can put this smoker back. I love how fast the flight mode makes me. Let's see. Clothing, dye, and cloth? Wait, Eris likes clothing? You mean I can dump all of that extra clothing that, like, I don't use? Like the 100 hoodies and lab coats that all the pets keep giving me? Interesting. Eris. Yes, the hoodie is for you. Lab coats are your favorite, Zero. I can imagine why. Do I have any other clothing that I can pass off onto them? There's another lab coat. I just have them sprawled all over the place. They give you 2 extra pockets for holding things. That's pretty awesome. And if there's anything that I can appreciate, it's pockets. Where are you, Eris? Here you go. This game's aesthetic has Adventure Time vibes. True, it really does. I kind of would have loved, like, a Adventure Time style game like this. I could have seen that working out really well. So how do I make these things Cecile wants? The machine parts or whatever. Let's see. Sheet metal, wire, and glue. Sheet metal, wire, and glue. Sheet metal, wire, glue, and a glass pane. Easy enough. Glass pane. metal. I mean, generally the quests are go build this thing or go make this thing. So it's pretty on point or brand for Adventure Time for sure. Machine cell, sheet metal, wire, and glue. Okay, apparently it's gonna matter how many I put. Assemble. Okay, where's the wire and glue in my inventory? A small sign. That's not what I was trying to build at all. I'm gonna have to put specific amounts. One sheet metal, 3 wire, 2 glue. Okay, a machine cell. If I have 2 wires, I'd get that. I did not want to pick all those up. I got the sapper. Now let me go grab a glass pane. Machine screen. 3 wires. What was the other thing I needed to make? 2 of or whatever. I think it was the cell. I'll just make 2 of each of those because I don't know which one it was. There we go. That should be everything Cecile wanted. That was quicker than expected. How do you manage to work so fast? Some of those parts can take weeks to make myself. I'll get to work on fixing everything up. In the meantime, feel free to go about your daily business. M says, pockets are amazing. I don't know why they went out of style. We need to bring back pockets. especially in women's clothing. There isn't much more you can do here right now. Okay. So we've gotten some friendship up. That's cool. So we have this quest from Cecile. And we have this one to find the bobbleheads. I hid 13 bobbleheads in the village. And I've only found one. So I have no idea where the heck the other bobbleheads are. Is there any information on that on the wiki yet by any chance? Hey, Base Cat, thank you for floating. In earlier centuries in Europe, pockets were these things that you tie around your waist like a fanny pack. Women would wear them under their skirts, which had slits. I could see that being really useful. You'd be able to just, like, reach through the slit to grab whatever you need from your pocket. Oh, hey, Bo. Ida has brought me a gift. I was sure I made myself very clear about ensuring that nothing went wrong with Sales Lab. Please drop by my office at your earliest convenience. We have very important matters to discuss. Oh, I see. Zero said it's mostly sexism from fashion designers. And M said, I agree with Zero. It's probably a sexism thing. There's a lot of money in the purse section of fashion. Yeah, if you don't provide pockets on things, you get to make money and profit off of the requirement for purses. It normalizes that aspect of things. It provides incentive. It makes you make a different decision than what you normally would have, or, you know, enforces a certain set of societal standards. If we could find a merchant willing to sell us insurance, that would do the trick. We need a merchant to sell us insurance. My paperwork has been piling up quite a bit as of late, so I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to go on my behalf. You'll find a few of them around the town square. Okay. Insurance? I'm afraid that's not within the scope of my wares. Merchants of Misery, yeah. Right, Duke? Yeah, that sounds like the name of somebody who might sell me some insurance. Oh, did you have misery? I will sell you this insurance. David says the normalization of these social standards is a good example of the culture industry. Yeah, definitely a great example of that. It's also part of social planning in general, and the incentive for profit in capitalism of people who provide that social planning versus those who versus what's best for people themselves. You want me to sell you insurance for a town with an individual as famous as Cecile? That's a joke, right? Insurance? Well, I suppose I have been meaning to get into more fields. I'll admit some minor concerns, but if you could provide me a small upfront payment, I suspect we might be able to come to an agreement. Now just give me 5,000. No. I'm gonna have to pay it. Oh, she blew up a microwave? Okay, we have insurance in the town now. Yeah, that's all it takes. You just walk up to a merchant and you just go, hey, I need insurance. And then they give you a piece of paper for 5,000 petals. I should give Rowan some more potatoes. To be honest, insurance really is that simple. Yeah. I mean, they'll do pretty much anything to get you to buy the insurance. The hard part is convincing people to get it. Women get eyelid surgery in South Korea. Industry reflects both Western hegemony and enforces class hegemony. Korean women will use eyelids as a marker of social status. I don't even know how to respond to that, honestly. I'm just gonna keep giving Rowan some potatoes. Okay. So we've improved friendships, we've done quests. I want to see if we can figure out this bobblehead thing. I'm going to look at the wiki quick and see if it gives the locations. Duke says I had a Chinese friend who went back to China just to get such a surgery as a gift from her parents. Bobbleheads. Staxel. There's a list of a bunch of them, but not all of them. Merchants, welcome. We were just talking about you, actually. The game required me to go to a merchant to go get insurance. So merchants, would you be kind to sell me some misery insurance? Also, how are you doing? So one of the... Okay, let me swap this over to the other screen so I can do both things. On the airship landing underneath a pile of crates. So would it be under here? Oh, there's one. We have acquired the Moo Cow bobblehead. High deductible, high means good. I'm feeling good. My keyboard's really bad today, though. Won't talk much until I plug in the other keyboard. Actually, you're in luck. We carry the most miserable of insurances in the land. Yeah, that's funny and true. Let's see. Razzleberry Bobblehead is located in the tavern, so you need to disable the area of protection first. That doesn't seem... Okay, I have disabled the area of protection. The bobblehead is in the tower of attic of the tavern that isn't accessible via the second floor unless you want to break the ceiling. So you need to make a pillar out of any block up to the roof of the tavern. For real? Wow, that's obscure. I didn't even know this was here. Like, how are you supposed to find that without a guide? Okay, next. Bobblehead. A Bartway bobblehead is located in the town hall. Need to disable the area of protection on the town hall. Which is done. The bobblehead's on the first floor of the town hall. In the room to the left, it'll be hidden behind some boxes. Next to the desk on the window. Oh, my inventory is full. There we go. Let me bring these 3 to Farm Fan. I found 3 more bobbleheads. 11 more to go. Okay. Joe Bobblehead is located in Maximilian's house. The bobblehead is on the second floor of his house. I don't know which house is Maximilian's. Is it this one? Yeah. And it's on the second floor of his house. Behind the wardrobe. For real, how is anybody supposed to find these without this guide? And I don't even think I have all of them on this guide. Badger bobblehead is found in Maximilian's house on the first floor on the left side from where you walk in. The bobblehead is hidden behind 2 filing cabinets. See, filing cabinets. Okay. Oscar's probably somewhere angrily shouting about to strangers about Dr. Seuss. Yeah, that's funny. Oscar's, worried about the liberal agenda. Complaining about Joe Biden. Nine bobbleheads to go. Welcome, King Cyrus. How are you doing? Also, I feel like Joe Biden spouting Pete Peterson BS at the speech. Yeah. Glad to hear it. But I feel like that's a great segue to what we wanted to, what I wanted to bring up today. For people who complain a lot about the liberal agenda, you think that would make an effort to learn what liberal means. True. The anarchist court is now complete with the arrival of the king. True. The anarcho-monarchism is complete. Mitt Romney's a communist now. That's a sad state of affairs, isn't it? So yeah, what do we all think about Biden proclaiming the end to trickle-down economics? He has announced that it was a failure and that the US needs to start turning away from it. And you know what the funny thing is? You need context. This is news to you. So what happened was that during a speech to Congress, based Biden apparently, during a speech to Congress, he came out and said that it was the end, that trickle-down economics was a failure. That didn't seem to be the implication, Duke. The implication was that trickle-down economics failed, and that we needed a better model and system. We have not heard a president pretty much criticize trickle-down economics since Reagan. Even the Democrats ended up backing a lot of it, even if they didn't say it in so many words. Like, since Reagan enacted the policy, like, it hasn't really been, it's been considered dogma, like, for pretty much anybody in the capitalist regimes as part of neoliberalism and moving in that direction. I think Biden still wants to work within the framework of liberalism. I mean, of course he does. I mean, this isn't like something where he's going to shift into like leftist perspectives overnight or anything like that. But I think admitting that failure is a huge shift in terms of, one, allowing leftists to be able to capitalize on it and to be able to express that frustration that we've been talking about this forever. And Bush Sr. referred to it as something of that sort, Tudes, but he ended up enacting policies that followed it anyway. Actually, I was going to question that. Are we going to be moving to Keynesian again? So what actually happened during that speech when he rejected the trickle-down economics? He flat out said that it failed, and there's actually been studies done that have shown that even Republicans have come out and understood the idea that trickle-down economics has failed. And that, to me, speaks volumes. Where was this? A 2020 study by the London School of Economics. No, that's not the right one. Where's the part with the Republicans? Four in 10 Republicans actually have agreed that the trickle-down policy was a failure, while 3 in 10 disagreed, and the rest were, unsure. Oh, I completely agree with you, Cyrus. The idea that Biden is saying this is just a first step towards dismantling that idea. And if anything, I see them going back into a Keynesian direction. I don't see them moving forward in any regard. My question is how this is tying into this idea of democracy that Biden was putting out there. Because this has been something he's mentioned in several of his speeches, and it's been implemented in a lot of the policies that he's put out recently, where you have this idea that the US is democratic, where China and Russia are autocratic, and he's positioning this idea that the US is democratic. And I kind of feel like for those of us who want to see worker co-ops, those of us who want to see things that start moving the country into a position where there's democracy in the workplace, where unions have more power, this could be a powerful tool to start shifting liberals into the beginnings of left ideas. If Biden is saying this thing about democracy, it gives us further tools and power to start talking about that. And if the question hasn't been answered yet as to what is going to replace trickle-down economics, this gives us the advantage to be able to say, well, here's an idea of what they could do. Here's an alternative model. Even if it's not our ideal systems, even if it's not like, full-blown anarchy and full-blown communism or anything of that sort, even if we're able to start shifting the paradigm economically left, where we start creating more democratic workplaces, where we start creating more situations where people are able to start beginning the process of getting better pay, this could be very helpful. Biden secretly follows Richard Wolff on YouTube. Wouldn't that be something? It reeks of BS when he says the cause in reality, the US is really in war with China and Russia over what version of capitalism they want. I agree in that regard for what you're saying. The thing is, there's a movement into the direction of this idea of, like I said, autocracy versus democracy. And when we're looking at it that way, it doesn't matter that we're all dealing with, all three countries having some sort of oligarchy. What matters is that the narrative is going to shift things. And one of the important factors that I think Biden is doing with that is by shifting away from the idea of autocracy and labeling the US as democratic, it's also weakening the Trump position. Because a lot of the people who follow Trump have had this kind of autocratic understanding. And so I think he's trying to hit a lot of different markers. Yeah, like you just said, Duke, anarchism is democracy taken seriously. It's organizing ourselves in a democratic fashion. And even if we don't reach our ideal situation, because within the same speech, he talked about how government was the people and, people could rely on government because that's where we need to go. So it's not like he's going to be an anarchist and he's going to fix anything in that regard. He just wants to keep people reliant on the government and the institutions. But we can switch that model in people's minds, and we can, like David said, push for changing that perspective into major concessions. Authoritarian capitalism versus oligarchic plutocratic capitalism, but yeah, you make a good point in what Biden is trying to make the point of with Trumpism. Yeah. I think this is kind of the hand that a lot of the progressives have been talking about kind of behind the scenes when they're saying that Biden is been moving a little bit more left than what people expected. Because the minute he starts talking about things like democratic understandings of the society, it opens the door for things that would not have otherwise been there. And to denounce a policy like trickle-down economics, one where the rich and the wealthy are typically the ones who, well, they literally are the only ones who ever gained from that policy. It just changes some of the ability for people to change their language and change the dynamic of how we view these things. And that's going to potentially give us a lot of leverage and power. But I think it's going to be an opportunity that we shouldn't toss up because of some sort of idea that Biden isn't ever going to shift left. The point isn't to shift Biden left, it's to take his words and show people what is actually behind those words, even if he doesn't intend them himself. Like, this is not me coming out and being like, oh, well, Biden's base now, and he's gonna fix everything, and we need to rely on him, and he's an ally. No, far from it. But there's definitely been a shift in the paradigm in the way the US is functioning, and I think part of it is happening in a way because of what I said with Trump. Part of it is happening to differentiate themselves from their near-peer rivals, near peer being the Soviet Union and China. And part of it is happening because of the progressive push towards policies like a $15 minimum wage, and even his position where he came out and claimed that he's supporting unions in the same speech. Now, obviously I don't buy it. Obviously he still did the whole thing that every president has done pretty much since the 1920s or 30s, whenever they started it, where they had Loyalty Day on May 1st. And that whole policy that every president has done. On May 1st, because of May Day, every single US president has come out and announced that May 1st was Loyalty Day. because Labor Day is, not in May for the United States. And in this process, he's kind of playing the traditional cards. He's playing the US nationalism, but he's definitely advocating for a small shift and concession towards the left because he's acknowledged that's there. And rather than accepting it, we need to keep pushing on it. But pushing on it in strategic ways that allow us to make social change. Because advocating government policy is not going to really fix it. But if we're able to shift the paradigm to, hey, you should have democracy in your workplace. Biden's all about democracy. Wouldn't you want democracy in your workplace if you're a liberal? Wouldn't you want a chance to be able to do that? Shouldn't we be mandating that on a governmental level? We could possibly get some people to start shifting over to the beginnings of at the very least, a socialist paradigm, if not a communist or anarchist one. The left is getting more militant lately, especially since the pandemic has left. It means that propaganda apparatus is going to be pushing ideas that we can far more usefully hijack. Oh yeah, and that's almost always what happens when you get that militancy from a movement. The less militant aspects of a movement will appear more palatable and often can get a lot of reform and change. Obama did do that, dudes, yeah. So did Trump, so did, every president for almost 100 years. It's just been part and parcel. They just put out a little letter and nobody takes it seriously. Honestly, a modern Keynesian system could also spell a lot of decent reforms. Oh, you all don't know about Loyalty Day. Okay, let's take a step back then. So Loyalty Day was a response to May Day, when the collection of leftists created the socialist understanding of the International Workers' Day. The United States did a funny thing. They moved Labor Day several months ahead to a completely different month. In order to fill the gap that would be May 1st, they created Loyalty Day. Loyalty Day is a remembrance of loyalty and patriotism to the United States, where you're supposed to celebrate with a flag and wave it and do all sorts of patriotic things. And every single president in every single year since it has been incepted into the consciousness of the United States has come out and used it as a tool to switch people's mindset away from May Day. Yeah, but it's not even taken seriously, and it's just kind of a formality. Let me see if I can pull up the origins of this. I'll just pull up the wiki so we can take a look at it. Share my screen. There we go. Yeah, Loyalty Day is observed on May 1st in the United States. It is set aside for the reaffirmation of loyalty to the United States and was a recognition of the heritage of American freedom. The date May 1st was set in order to counter International Workers' Day, and it was conceived at the height of the Second Red Scare. The holiday was first observed in 1921. Like, literally, this is the 100th anniversary of Loyalty Day. During the first Red Scare, it was originally called Americanization Day, and it was intended to replace May Day celebration of the International Workers' Day, which commemorates the Haymarket Affair in Chicago. During the Second Red Scare, it was recognized by U.S. Congress on April 27, 1955, and made an official reoccurring holiday on July 18, 1958, via Public Law 85529. Eisenhower proclaimed May 1st, 1955, the observance of Loyalty Day. In 1958, Eisenhower urged Congress to move Child Health Day to the first Monday in October to avoid conflicting with Loyalty Day. And there's still, oh my god, there's actually parades. I didn't even know about that. Can you imagine that, like, going to a Loyalty Day parade? What is that even like? Now I want to look this up. Hold up, let me see if I can... Loyalty Day parade. Veterans of Foreign War, 1948. Is this real? Oh my goodness. That's in New York. That's on Fifth Avenue in New York. Hold up, I'm pulling it up. Communism is a tool to enslave nations. We licked Hitler and we'll lick Stalin too. I am so glad the word lick has changed its definition over time. Because I do not want to lick Stalin. New York, Polish-American group marching in the VFW sponsored Loyalty Day Americanism parade on Fifth Avenue. They're carrying the banner warning of communism is Russia's tool to enslave nations. At the same time, left-wingers marched in May Day parade on 8th Avenue. 8th Avenue is based and 5th Avenue is unbased. Just saying. Yeah, that's the story of Loyalty Day. So, with that said, let me try to get some more bobbleheads going. Fifth Avenue is where the capitalists live. 8th Avenue has the proletarians. Isn't 8th Avenue where relatively close to Times Square also? Okay. Okay, why did it close the window that I wanted for the bobblehead information? There we go. Move that over here. Oh yeah, Columbus Circle also. This is why if you want to send a message, you march on 5th Avenue, maybe right through Loyalty Day Parade. When I visited the city, I stayed in a hotel right next to the Science Museum. Which Science Museum? I imagine that there's so many museums in New York that it's like, I wouldn't even know which one. There's science in America? Okay, Duke, we do a lot of science here. It's usually government funded and then appropriated by a corporation and then sold at mass profit at the cost of the rest of the world. We do science here. Right. Okay, I got the badger bobblehead. Right? Yeah. The Winter's bobblehead can be found in Elisa's house on the first floor, to the left of where you walk in. The one attached to the Natural History Museum? Okay. So, Duke, tell us about that Canadian science. Also, academia does have a good deal of flaws. This is true. Didn't Canadians create insulin? Oh, I was legitly asking about Canadian science. That was not me being, like, dismissive. Do Canadian scientists apologize more? That'd be kind of interesting. How are you supposed to find any of this? It's actually kind of absurd. We invented a process to synthesize insulin and then gave it away to the world patent-free. But marketing and finance and capital. So, fun facts that I learned, speaking of medicine. Apparently, during World War II, there was a situation that happened where, because of what was going on in the United Kingdom at the time, because of the Germans pretty much bombing it, a lot of the research that was being done in the United Kingdom originally for penicillin ended up getting shifted into the United States. And a lot of the research that was being done literally got shipped from the United Kingdom into the United States. And the US government sought out several companies to try to push forward the production of penicillin to assist with the war effort. Because if you have penicillin, you can save more soldiers on the front lines. And the response, almost universally, was, no, we don't want to do it. And the major company who went against the production of it was Pfizer. Because it wasn't seen as profitable. Isn't that a little bit funny from our perspective in 2021? It apparently was really difficult to make penicillin. In that time period. And so they didn't want to invest the time and energy, and it actually became a collaboration of 4 different companies over the creation of penicillin. What is the P even for in Pfizer? I don't know. Let me see what else. All this talk of Canadian science has me craving maple syrup. That is valid. Where's the next one? Steam Holstein bobblehead can be found in the tavern. To the right of the stairs is a pile of stone. To the right of the stairs? Is that what it said? The stairs is a pile of stone. in mind the bobblehead is underneath. I do not see this. Unless it's this? Oh, wow. How are you? To be fair, maple syrup is a First Nations invention. Would that fall under a invention? Pfizer is a last name. I'm assuming the German origin because that thing where they have a silent P in front of an F. That would make a lot of sense. So that's all of the ones listed on the wiki that I'm able to find. So I have to go looking for more bobbleheads information. Okay, I have that one, I have that one. I have that one. Some can only be purchased via the shipping catalog. Okay, that one is obtained at the back of Ria's house under some bushes. Oh yeah, definitely cry. Well, I know nothing about the process of making maple syrup, so I will definitely take your word on that. And if there is indeed a boiling and refining process to it, that makes a lot of sense. Merchant says I just googled barbacoa and looks so good. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Correct. It is definitely a Taino tradition. Where is Ria's house? Okay, there's a bush in the back. And... okay, that's one bobblehead. Found among the crates in the cellar of the airfield landing building. And there it is. I have Moo Cow. I don't recognize that one. Oh no, I have that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12. Let me show these two to Farm Fan. Six to go. 5 to go. So which one, how do I even tell which ones I have and which ones I don't? Okay. I have the Thomas bobblehead, the Winters bobblehead, Steampunk sign, EGOD, Badger, okay, some of the ones that I had here didn't count, I don't think. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the other one inside is 10, so I should have more. So some of these did not register. Let's try showing her more of these. Okay. So these 4 are good. Liberating the people from malarkey? Indeed. No malarkey. So what are our outlooks of coming out of the next 20 years as a social democracy? That's a good question. That's a genuinely good question, Cray. It's also fascinating that some of the information that the government itself has put out in terms of its projected models has had information that has implied that non-state actors are going to probably take a greater role. Yeah, that's the report I'm talking about, Cray. The one that Bo mentioned in his video. And I'm kind of curious whether or not this call for democracy is somehow tied to that. And if there's almost a subtle nod to the realization that some people are going to end up doing that. You've also had an interesting movement, and I'm not even sure what to make of this, where even really conservative outlets have talked about how mutual aid ended up helping during the pandemic. And I'm not even sure what to make of things like that. Like Bloomberg, for example, the news outlet, has basically come out and said that mutual aid was a factor in helping get through the pandemic. Like, I don't even know how to take that. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which ones am I missing then? Let's see, I have Thomas, Badger, no, they didn't call it charity, Duke. They specifically called it mutual aid. Excuse me. Raspberry. Honestly, I'm just trying to figure out what game they're playing at this point. Like, what is their goal? Oh, thank you, Cray. Demon Hunter. Winters. I don't think I have that one. Okay. I see one that I'm missing on this list. It's in the attic of Town Hall near the Town Hall clock. That's the thing I'm hoping, is that they don't fully realize the extent of what they're doing. Because this is going to be an opportunity. The idea that the people in charge are competent is one that working in business has taught me to find suspect. Oh, I don't disagree with you. I find all of this extremely suspect, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna, like, look at it for what it could potentially do for us as a movement. Especially since so many of them are so old and therefore out of touch. More than ever before, particularly how quickly culture is shifting on the internet. True. Yeah, that is a good point. Okay, how do I get out of here now? There we go. So how many more do I need for farm fan? That should be almost all of them. Two more to go. Now she originally requested how many? 14? Okay, so there's still 2 bobbleheads. I have no idea where they are. Okay, I think this might be it. This one's a little farther for the other version. Okay, there's actually apparently some of them in the alternate world. So we can go there and see what happens. People who can't even figure out email are running our society. Yeah, that's true. And when you put it that way, it's kind of terrifying. The state and corporations are both forms of governance, and we shouldn't tolerate abuses from either. We must push the case that anarchism proves the framework for better structures of governance. I mean, yeah, for sure. But I'm also not gonna let the perfect be the enemy of the good if we can't get all of that. I think this is the area where that is. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay, it is a room that looks like that. That is not it. Toot says, I've just learned there was a no more lockdowns rodeo in rural Alberta yesterday with thousands of people in attendance. That's frustrating. Hold on, where is this thing located? This one is found a little further than the other two. I forgot how. In the main room with the portal that leads to Borland, the gateway, you need a key for it. Once you're in the room, turn around. The one you need a key for. That should be up the stairs. I have no idea where this is. It's in the main room with the portal that leads to Borland. Did I go too far then? There should be 2 candles. I don't even know where that is. Let me try to find a different one. Located in the long stick part of the ship in Hideaway Hollow. Oh, wait, does that one count? I think I have that one. No, I don't have that one. Now I do. And... go to the area. It's around where you find the Unikitty hedgehogs and turtles. When you go there, go to the left side, past the bridge, and continue all the way to the back, and there should be a small dirt patch in the stone. A small dirt patch in the stone? So here's the stone, I think. When you're there, go to the left side, past the bridge, continue all the way into the back, and there should be a small dirt patch in the stone. I wish I had a picture of that one. I should see if the parrot one works anyway. Oh, the alternative world is basically a portal to this other place that we had to build because Leaf and Tomty had some sort of weird interaction with one of their other friends. And Tomty was hiding there and made a whole house there, and it's called Hideaway Hollow. So, like, that's what that's about, more or less. Does this one count? No, the parrot one does not count. So, which ones count? Let's see, bobblehead. Nerd bobblehead is one I do not have, and I do not see on the list. Nerd, bobblehead, Staxel. There is like no information on the additional bobbleheads. So I have no idea which ones technically count. Let me see if that one works. To be fair, they needed to avoid Oscar. Okay, so that one counted. And was it the nerd bobblehead maybe that works as the last one? Nope, nerd one does not work. Not from any particular franchise, no. Let's see, bobblehead. What about sheep bobblehead? Do you count? Sheep bobblehead does not count. Let's see. Winters, Thomas, Steampunk Stein. Have that one. Razzleberry I have. I'm assuming the animal ones don't count. I have Moo Cow. I have Joe. I don't think I have this one. That one doesn't count. Maybe this one? Nope. The ears are totally part of the lore now. What about this one? Nope. have that one. I have that one. I doubt it would be that. That does not sound like a familiar name. That doesn't work either. The Unikitty bobblehead doesn't work. I'm pretty sure I got... I just don't know which one works because it's kind of selective. Unless you have a list, Tudes, of the bobbleheads for Farm Fan. Let's see. Lambda, Joe, Cal, Thomas, Damon, Winters. Let me see if there's one. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I don't know what the 14th one is. The Lambda one apparently was on the first tree branch. Where is this? Near the mayor's office? Oh, I see. That's where I was supposed to get that one. So what's the last one then, that she wants? You know, if the game's gonna have all these different bobbleheads that don't count, like... I wish they would just give you a list that was like, oh, these are the ones that count, these are the ones that don't count. One, two, three, four. So there's 4, 8, 9, 10. mean, am I gonna have to just go through all of them? Oh, there we go. Found it. Apparently the one I was missing was the Curtis bobblehead. But I thought I had that one. Behind a bush in front of the village pub. I picked that one up already. It was the one that was over here. I think behind a bush in front of the pub. And I think it actually might be in here. In which case I wouldn't have gotten that one. Oh, you just complete Farm Van's quest. Which we just did. Yep, there's the last one. Okay. So, quest is complete now. So, we have now done the... We've made more friendship with people. We've made that happen. We've done the bobbleheads. That quest is done. I'm gonna go give Rowan some more potatoes. We talked Biden. And we talked about, you know, the Day of Loyalty. Pretty good so far. Have to do some work on that base ship up there. But I think before I do that, I am gonna quickly run to the bathroom. So Rowan gets so many potatoes because Rowan likes potatoes. I'm gonna quickly run to the bathroom and I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. Wait, what? We're seizing the means of the potatoes? Why should Rowan and Tara have the monopoly on potatoes? You can just go buy potatoes. Uh, Cookie Cow? Juka does not get enough respect, I agree. Might be time to, work on the ship a little bit more. Get the other sails on. And then in here, go downstairs. Maybe add some windows in on the side here. Wait, where's the way out? You're not hearing sound cry? Is anybody else having issue? Looks like it's on your end, Cray. Okay, cool. Glad you figured it out, Cray. Alright, I should give Eris this before. Where is Eris? There she is. Oh, I have to give you the gift. I mean, you're right outside the store. That is not what I told you to do, game. Do that morals book here. Parrot bobblehead. The one with yucca being fried and coated with oil and garlic. The one about not getting enough respect. Yes. That's my answer. I do not need these crates. Give this to Eris, if I can find her. You've been counting for 6 hours and you're not even 2/3 of the way done. What are you counting, Zero? And Eris's friendship went up. Nice. What do you think it could be? Are my styles not trendy enough? I think you need to diversify. We could start selling tees with bug prints and start selling different types of clothes. Maybe. Okay. What type of gift does Oscar like? I'm assuming he likes brooms. I'm gonna give him a broom. Apparently I can't give him a broom. We don't need these mushrooms. That's fine. That's fine. This can go to Eris also. Okay, let's... Don't want that, and we can go work on the ship tomorrow. After we give out gifts and pet all the animals. Zero says my boss prepared slides of mouse tissues I'm supposed to hand count. Specific cells and kidneys that make up the structure. Oh wow. Hey, base cat. Oscar seems like he would like a Fox News t-shirt or a Hummer. You know, something that says to the world, I'm a giant a-hole. True. Oh, Borland's painting is available? I do remember the Brack show. I also remember both Space Ghost Coast to Coast and I forget the name of the other Space Ghost show. M says, I forgot to mention I finally finished with my button and buttonhole. I love how my fingers are developing new calluses, proof of my hard work. Congratulations, M, on your new calluses. Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law was one of your favorites. Yeah, that was hilarious. Alright, let's go give Rowan some potatoes. What do you like, Oscar? Let's look it up. I just kind of want to be done with his quest. Oscar Staxel. Carrot cake for Oscar? Apparently he likes anything cleaning oriented. But doesn't really say what that is. Apparently he does like brooms, but I couldn't gift him one last time. Hold on, let me try that again then. Apparently he also likes crates, which is kind of a weird choice, but you know. Let's gift him lots of crates. Okay. He really does give off MAGA vibes, you're right. I don't know why. Can give this to Eris. I need you to make these prototypes for me. If you scour all the proto islands, you might find them. What? Successfully learn the recipe for studded jacket and studded pants. Wool, crystal, blue crystal, pink crystal, surf cotton, starbits. I have that somewhere. Where did I end up putting that wool and cotton? French fries are dumbed down Juca fries. I would buy that argument. That's fair. Clothing stand, scroll. Clothing wagon display stand. Okay. Okay. So that is good. Alright, I can give this to Eris also. Forgot about that. Alright, let's do some stuff with the ship. Oh, that would be a really good idea, Zero. Okay, and then we'll drop this down. Oh, okay, I see. don't even know how low to have this sail go down. Could probably have it come down almost the same amount. I feel like that's a large sail though. Let's see how it looks. Okay, let's drag this down. It really is a base ship. I love this thing. I still think the best part about the ship is right back here. Base Cat completely pixel arted right on the back of the ship. Welcome, Calum. How are you doing this Sunday? Staxel is a game that's kind of like a combination of like Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing with Minecraft. That's the best way I could describe it to you. It's you must be in very different time zone from me then. Though when I started streaming, it was probably a Sunday for you, I imagine. Moving flat today? Y'all are also wholesome with the welcoming of people. I love that. New person shows up, it's always, hi, 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 hi. I love that about this community. Gray, you're frustrated. Why are you frustrated? What is bothering you? No, I really think merchants, that's one of the best parts about this community. Like, everybody is friendly and welcoming. It's a refresher from other places that I've definitely seen on the internet. Yeah, I agree with you, Zero. Your USB port died? Oh no. They really are, Caleb. I can't speak better about the group of people here. And every single time I've ever come across other groups, like, there's always a little bit more toxicity, and this group has just been nothing but fantastic. And I still believe you all make this stream happen. You make it live up to the name. You keep it chill, and I love that. I love that about this community. Let's see if we put all these clouds up. How did I even do that? You and your USB ports will be reunited in the afterlife. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I don't usually plan ahead with the videos. I just kind of do whatever I'm feeling on the day of. So it'll be a surprise to both of us. But I'm really glad you're enjoying the videos. Anything I've been considering? Not particularly at the moment. I have, like, lists of topics that I eventually want to cover, but I don't have, like, anything picked out at the moment. Including a couple of recent events in the news. We did spend some time during the stream talking about Biden's speech to Congress. Also, the concept of Loyalty Day as a counterpoint to May Day in the United States, which is kind of terrifying. I am indeed USA-based. More like Bootlicker Day. True. Well, they were the ones talking about licking Stalin in that clip, so, or in that image rather, which was kind of weird. I know it had a different meaning back then, but that's still weird to me. I don't know how that phrasing became normalized. David's just based, period. Okay, actually I kind of like that. Oh. That rain sound is so soothing in this game to me. Caleb, do you happen to have any of the videos that you've watched that you really enjoyed? Like a favorite, or maybe like a one that stood out to you? The Texas Power Grid one? Oh yeah, that one was a good one, I think. There we go. And then I can add the sides. They've actually been, in Texas, they've actually been following up on that and trying to calculate how many people actually died of carbon monoxide poison during all of that. The first one you saw was Poor People Deserve Good Things one. Yeah, that one actually did well on BreadTube. A lot of my videos as of late have not been doing well on the BreadTube Reddit. I feel like that Reddit's been quieter than it used to be. I feel like when, last year it was definitely a little bit more... I don't know what the word would be. I guess more active. But it's not like I don't see people on it, it's just... I don't see a lot of videos getting upvoted quite as much. There used to be like a consistent round of videos that would get upvoted on BreadTube. Like you'd get like 3 or 4 with like hundreds of upvotes. And now I usually see like maybe one at a time. That's in that range, maybe 2, depending on the day or what comes out. You know, if one of the big names drops something, you know, that still gets attention. It's just kind of fascinating how that's shifted. Tude says people went back to brunch after Biden was elected, so BreadTube's getting quiet. I don't know if it's that. Like, I don't wanna speculate when I don't know what the reasoning is. But that's a possibility for sure. It's something I considered. A lot of now this vids get heavily uploaded. It may just be burnout after the last election. Many people just tuned out of any sort of politics. That's kind of true. Yeah, there was a point where there was a lot of small content creators just thriving on BreadTube like that. Okay, that's 2 of the sales. Maybe there's less Russian bots trying to spread subversion now that the election season's done. That's funny, dude. Greetings, Shannon. I have no idea. Like, I'm not gonna hand mod's position over to someone that I don't know. M has expressed in the past not wanting to get a mod position. If they ever change their mind, I would certainly... I certainly feel like they deserve it, but... M has courteously declined. And that is fair, and that is valid. David demands a position as headmaster of funk. As long as you accept that headmaster of funk has no actual power, then that's totally based and fine. You say that, Duke, but we all know about the unlimited power that can become available. We talked about that in book club. Sometimes you just find that you have abilities that you shouldn't have. No one man should have all that funk. This is true. Share the means of funk. Exactly, Galadriel. You're comparing me to Galadriel? You Atudes is proposing a People's Council of Funk to administer the funk democratically. Mentioned her for unrelated reasons. That's funny. Filling all this in is taking a while. This ship has taken so many streams to, like, get all of this done, but it's been so cool and worth it. Funk will be the theme genre of music every time we start book club. Just have some playing in the background. I'll vibe with the funk. Yeah, that works. The democratic control of the funk. Psychedelic funk? Maybe. There's no limits to the type of funk that we can produce. Actually, I wonder if this would be better if I did that. And then... There we go. And then down here we can put that. That nighttime, you know, scenery in this game with the rain coming down with the chill music is just kind of soothing, and I just felt like I had a moment where I just zoned out and into the music. It was so chill. I don't know if anybody else gets that when they're like listening to the stream, where you just kind of get that like serenity from things like the raindrops and the night sky if you're looking at it. How does Staxel compare to Minecraft? Well, I have actually never sincerely played Minecraft. So I can only tell you based on what I've seen from other people playing it. I was technically in a hypnotic state then. True. I was just kind of meditative and focused. So I've actually never played Minecraft, but from what I've seen from other people's gameplay of it, I'd say the difference is that this doesn't have combat. This doesn't have kind of that story-driven like component to it where you're like exploring full on. It's more about building and developing friendships with the people in the community and trying to build it up. And just kind of focusing on your own little building projects and lore, which I know you can do in Minecraft as well. Yeah, but yeah, this game also gives you something to do inherently. Because there's questing that you can do, there's things you can build, things you can craft that are kind of different from Minecraft. Again, if you've played something like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing, it's much more appropriate to compare it to that using like a Minecraft aesthetic. Yeah, like if I zoom out to the map, like you can see all the different villagers and you're trying to befriend them, give them gifts, follow their quests and stories, and you'll get like all these different quests that you have to do, and it's usually something like, oh, build this for me, or make this happen for me. But right now I've just been mostly spending time trying to build this ship that I decided to build. There's actually another world that you can transport to. And it had like a pirate ship, so I decided to build my own. So this is the ship from the other place. Which, while I'm here, I might as well use that, because I need that. But I kind of took this model and tried to adapt it to the ship that you saw on the other side. And because of that, I ended up kind of making it my own. Theft is okay sometimes. It's not stealing. It's seizing the means. It's completely different. Five, six. It's restitution. Yeah. That's a good word for it. And fell asleep. It's hard to steal when things are freely given. Absolutely. In a post-scarcity world, all things are freely given. True. Then you don't have to worry about things. Oh, David wants to remind everybody to give a thumbs up to the stream. You know, that whole like, subscribe, and donate if you feel comfortable and are able to do so. Also, links to the Twitter and the Discord in the description down below. Extract the value. Definitely thanks for the reminder. Use your funk responsibly. True. Yeah, feed the algorithm. Everybody feed the algorithm. The algorithm shall consume all. And in doing so, we shall all understand what it is to be subsumed into the reality that is the algorithm. The likes must flow. The corporate overlords demand it. You all are amazing. I don't know what you're talking about, Cray. What is this zone that you're describing? To your question about getting into a zone with the music of the game, that's why I love crafting during the stream. The nice music, great convos, and community makes crafting that much nicer. Yeah, the zone. Like, kind of like that space where you kind of just feel meditative and connected. Where it just kind of flows. I definitely get that with this game. When I'm building stuff. This is true. David, this is absolutely true, as we can see right there. So it looks like we're getting the sales done today. That's good, at least we'll have that part done. What happened, Craig? What was that OMG for? Good luck with your work, Caleb. Thanks for coming by. I do this stream every Sunday, so you're more than welcome to come join us. And if you're free and available and have Discord, definitely consider stopping by the Discord with the link in the description down below. Most of the people from here are on the Discord, and they're just as friendly, if not more so, in the Discord. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Cool. Looking forward to having you there, Caleb. Enjoy your meal, David. Buen provecho. Absolutely correct. Okay. And let's throw all this on here. And then we will be done with the sails. Which is just... just good to be done with, honestly. Because as much as this has been fun to build, filling it in was a little tedious for the sails for me, because of how vertical it was. The game doesn't exactly lend itself all the time to vertical building. But that's okay. We had good company and conversation to make it happen. I also have to add windows. Windows are important. Well, this deck definitely needs them, so let's start here. Two, three, four. Are these all spaced out properly? 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. The filtering units of the kidney, the glomeruli. Is that glomeruli or glomeruli? Like, how do you pronounce that, Zero? Also, what is the point of counting them? Just out of curiosity. The ending rhymes with lie. Okay. Thank you. I kind of want to see how that's looking from the outside. Oh wow, that's kind of sick actually. But I should also probably throw some lights up above the windows, so... this is still illuminated. Oh, that's one side. And then on this side. Yeah, it's usually a lot of eyeballing and counting things, honestly, Cray, because... you're constantly trying to, like, make sure it matches up on both sides. put the magic lights back up on the top parts. Let's see that from the outside. Oh yeah. That looks good. I'm actually thinking that I could do the same type of thing here. Where's the ones down here start? One, two, three, four back from the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because theoretically I could do something like this. I want to see what that looks like from the outside. I kind of want to stagger that. Hold up. That would be interesting. If instead of it being... You have pictures of 9 mice who wanted to get through the first 6. That's cool. I hope you end up getting through your, to your goal 0. I was thinking something like this. So that it's kinda on the opposite sections. What do you all think of that? Yeah, I like the staggered also. I also feel like it's more realistic to like how a ship would be able to maybe have like cannons come out the window kind of thing. To maximize shot. I think this is going to be our last day with, and we'll just do these windows quick. Let me see what that looks like from the inside. Oh yeah, I like that. Can establish the same thing here. I just need to do one of them. Hmm. Oh no, that's not right at all. That's the spot. Here we go. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks sick. Let me see what it looks like on the inside. Definitely. I have to figure out what to do with this area because of the steps and everything. But I feel like this is a great continuation. We got a lot done today. finished the sails on the ship. We got windows on the sides. At least some of them. We did a bunch of questing. We got all the bobbleheads and stuff. We did Cecile's quest. We did Eris's quest. Rowan's quest. And Vorlin's quest. So I definitely think today was a good in terms of all that. Definitely progress. We talked about Biden and how he basically turned on trickle down economics, which is absolutely fantastic. Next time we can work on more details on the ship. Try to get some more furniture, because I think that's really what this is going to need now at this point. More than anything else, we need to get some, like, crates on here. We need to deck out this area, because this is going to be, like, the cabin, or the captain's quarters. And I kind of want to make a second floor to this. Split that up. And then I want to figure out something with this, because I don't like how that looks with the bottom of the stairs, and I'm considering making this, like, I don't know, something. Maybe, like, a holding area or something. That would make sense there. And this area has all the windows, which is just absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got this bottom area I gotta make the stairs for to connect it down to. For the, like, storage area of some kind. And I want to, at some point, see about adding some sort of, like, wing-like appendages to the back of the ship, like, out of here. Or maybe somewhere on the side. I haven't really decided yet. To kind of make it look like there's, like, wings coming out the ship. And then that should be it. But wow, this has been a long work in progress, and it's really coming out nice. It's been worth it. Absolutely base ship. So those are kind of the plans for next time. Let's see if it'll let me. Yep, that ends the day. So I am gonna end this stream off. But I want to thank you all for coming out. I appreciate you all. This stream is always so much more awesome with you here, and it couldn't happen without you all. Honestly, it is an absolute pleasure to have these conversations and exchanges all the time. And I genuinely appreciate it. If you're someone new, definitely consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell for notifications. There's a link in the description for my Discord and for my Twitter. The Discord community is lovely. We would love to have you, and we have all sorts of conversations and book clubs going on there, and so much more. And if you're in a place financially where you feel secure enough and safe enough to do so, do please consider giving me a donation, either single donation or Patreon donation, to help with my videos and hopefully get some more equipment to make the videos a little bit better. So with that said, thank you again, everyone, for coming out. Goodbye. And my name is Anarchist Tara. We'll be here again next Sunday at the exact same time. Thank you for watching.